Hi Cancer, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and that other person. You and who, right? And that could be even a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could even be a person of interest, and friend, family member. Could even be one side of a situation and another side of a situation. So I want you to be aware of that, okay? This is a general read. So if you'd like a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below, all right? I do want to thank all of you that have ordered the Beyond the Read sessions. For those of you that have been getting reads or considering reads, but those mainly who have actually purchased a read before, and you have noticed some sort of pattern, something that is kind of that bump in the road, that is that obstacle, that one obstacle that's kind of standing in the way of you moving forward in that relationship, in that job, maybe in a situation, then you do definitely want to check out the Beyond the Read session up here or in my description box below. A lot of you have been booking a lot of our coaching packages for a lot of the accountability, the clarity, the motivation, and inspiration. So if you're interested in something like that and want to kind of move yourself along and kind of catapult and really just jumpstart your new year, definitely check out the discovery session up here or in my description box below as well. That is some personal one-on-one time with me. One-on-one. Well, it's one-on-one time with me, okay? And what we do is we're able to kind of dive into your personal situation and make a recommendation as to the best service that is most optimal for you, and then you can choose, what is going to be best, for you as well. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and move on, and we're going to talk about you. And let's see what wants to happen here. Let's see what wants to come out. All right, here we go. All right, first card here, current situation, patterns. Well, we just talked about this, right? If you've got a pattern that's standing in the way of you, in a relationship or in a situation, whether that's just personally or maybe in a relationship, this is something to really think about. This is actually acknowledging that pattern, knowing that it exists. That's the first step in terms of the process, acknowledging it. And then, working your way through that, or, getting to the core of the issue, eradicating that so you're able to move on a lot lighter. Then, hence the discovery session above over here, okay? But you're probably starting to notice that there is some sort of pattern that is standing in the way of a current situation. So there you have it. That's exactly what I see here, okay? It's kind of standing in the way, and I think you're recognizing that now at this particular time. A self-limiting belief. It could be guilt, shame, confidence, fear, as I see, is always a biggie. What happens a lot of time, and even in the process that I do, it's kind of like a domino effect. When you kind of handle one, it's like a domino effect, and it kind of hits the rest of them, or quite a few of them. So it's an interesting process, but definitely do check it out. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to clarify this, but there's some sort of pattern, guys. You know what it is, because I think you're starting to recognize it. You're looking within, and you're just kind of like, yep, I see it. I do see it. And a lot of it, could be within you, and she's just kind of holding her inside a little bit. Let's see what this is. Personal issue reaches resolution. Yes. Okay, so there is a personal situation that perhaps needs some sort of resolution, and it has been leaving you. It's kind of like you recognize a pattern in a relationship, Cancer, and I think that it could be, for some of you, it could be that, and there is a resolution to it, whether it is booking an appointment with me, or you're actually, working through it. You see that there's a resolution, or you've worked through it and you have the resolution. So there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but this is beautiful. Bottom line, a resolution is at hand, okay? And that's what's important, Cancer. Yeah, let's, I'm going to pull a tarot on this, and I want to see what wants to come out for you, okay? Let's see what that is. Oh man, you know who got this? Gemini got this too. So you might have to check out that video. What this is saying is that, would you rather be right, or would you rather be in love? And I always bring this out because there could be a conflict in love or in a situation. And this is saying is that, yes, you might come out as the victor in the situation or in the relationship, but at what cost? Okay, because I always look at that, at what cost. The other people are dropping their swords and just walking away. Okay, so no connection, right? So that's what this is saying, is that, you know, there's going to be a resolution to this, and maybe you're recognizing it right now. And it's not about competition in a relationship or situation. It is about compromise. Okay, and that is what I'm seeing here that wants to come through. You could be dealing, Cancer, with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, some sort of air sign, or you're taking on this energy, is what I see. Okay, so let's continue this. I want to see what your obstacle or what your challenge, well, what your challenge or opportunity, I should say, is. Okay, challenge or opportunity. Absence. So this person might be away from you. Okay, you might be taking a absence, you know, and maybe stepping back and going within a little bit to do some meditating, to kind of get your head clear a little bit, because there's some things that are unseen at this particular moment. So what you need to do, and what I feel that you're doing from this card, is stepping back. Rather than galloping like this beautiful, you know, white horse onto the pastures on a discovery, you know, and kind of moving that process. Sorry about that, guys. I've got a little Bella. Sorry about that. She is jumping from where my camera is and just to the window so she can actually look outside. It's adorable, but she seems to want to romp around when I'm doing readings. So, you know, it's a good sign. Okay. But this is really just saying is that there is absence of the freedom to move forward. Okay. So that's what this is talking about here. Sorry, guys. I got it. Here's Bella. I'm going to move her down here because she's going to go jump on the plane again. Sorry about that. But yeah, there is some sort of absence that you're taking from this relationship or situation to maybe get that clarity that you need, that perspective. Because I think it's, and I do think that it's really heart-centered, because you see the heart that's just below the horse. And the horses, they want to gallop. And again, you know, like I talked about, they want to move and have the freedom. But for some, at this particular time, in some way, somehow, you're unable to do that. Okay. So there's like a sense of holding back and not having the freedom to move forward, okay, in this relationship or situation. But this is just saying is that the opportunity is to go within and kind of, you know, kind of take a inventory as to where you are and how you would like to move forward. But this time is going to be very precious. So this absence is this beautiful, beautiful sacred gap. It's a sacred gap of a time for you to be able to truly kind of look at the situation and see what is for you. Okay. Sorry, Bob, you can't come up here. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's all about her. Okay. And you. All right. So she's saying, take a chance, you know, definitely, you know, she's definitely, you know, really talking about that freedom, and she's exemplifying that freedom that your heart really wants to move. All right. It really wants to kind of run around. Right. And it's not doing so right now. So note your comments below, guys. I'm going to actually pull a tarot on this. I'm going to see what wants to come through. Yeah, it's like, I think you're making plans before you move forward. Maybe this is someone that you've met at work, or someone that you're planning, and maybe there is work planning involved, or maybe it's just two people coming together to make plans, but it's hard to do right now. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Anything else that wants to come through? But there's an opportunity here to maybe stand back, do a little bit of research before presenting plans, right? This is saying that confidence is your key to success, Cancer. So this is saying to call on your confidence here, all right? To call on that Leo in you. And sorry about that. There she goes again. I'm going to have to just figure out some. She is in a mood, okay? She's being that Leo, all right? So she's stepping into her confidence and stepping into this read and shaking things up for us. So the animation all has to be is from my Bella, okay? So sorry about that, guys, all right? We're just going to roll with it, all right? But this is saying to have the confidence like her to make herself seen in some way, all right? And to really jump and go for what you want, all right? So that's what this is saying. Call upon that Leo lion, right? So I think you're kind of taking on this energy, okay? There she goes. All right. So let's take a look at what it is that you need to focus on. What is it that you need to focus on? Okay, I think the animations are over. Okay, fragments. Okay, so what you need to focus on is stepping through that fear, okay? Rather than saying, oh no, not again. I don't want to deal with that, right? So that's kind of what I see here. And this is saying that's just a small part of the situation. Look back and look at the broader view of the full situation, and you'll realize that that was just a small part of it. And so, what you need to focus on is not the fragments. Look at the bigger picture in this relationship or situation. Okay, it could be that you need to focus on and to really use your third eye. You see the eye that is in her hand over there? It wants no evil eye. Okay, so that's what this is coming into play. So what you need to kind of focus on is to step out of your own comfort zone of your fear. So don't be that fear that has held you back in the past. This is saying step out of your comfort zone and move forward, okay? In movement, taking movement. So anytime you feel fear, flip it to love and take a baby step and keep moving forward. Because when you think of love, it's not as scary, right? It's what I mean by that is when you think of love in your heart and you can move forward in love, that you know that you're in the right place, right? So yeah, that's what this is talking about. So really stepping out of your comfort zone at this time, even though that you might be fearful, and if you need help with that, hence beyond the read. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card in terms of that where you're at right now. Surrender to the divine, right? Really focus on the love that you have for the divine, the love that you have in yourself, and really push through this fear. And it's not a coincidence that both of these cards are that purple color. This is about using your third eye, your crown chakra, and calling upon the universe to give you the strength and to push through this, okay? Or have that solution that we talked about at the beginning. Let's take a look at your past and see what wants to come out, okay? Here it is. What is it? Formation. So maybe in the past, this is about putting things together. Maybe something had to break down so it could come back and form itself in a way that's going to best suit you to springboard you to the future. I really believe that things are coming together. So if your whole world seems kind of discombobulated, know that that type of disarray was meant so you can have this new formation in this relationship or situation, okay? That's in the past situation, okay? Let me pull and see what else there. Yeah, this is saying that in this, break down to build up yourself, to break down to step up in the build up, that this is saying here that there's a time. It's right now is a time to give rather than receive. So in the past, rather than to take, I should say. So that's what this is talking about. So this is really taking on that type of energy, is rather than to take is to give. And that could have been in the past that kind of led to this beautiful foundation of a formation that is now moving us forward into the future for you, Cancer. Okay, let's continue this. I want to see what is your strength right now. Okay, let's see what your strength is. Wow, this is great, guys. This is saying stretch, okay? Stretch even further than you did before. Stretch yourself, rid of the fear, push through, and then just really, take stage in this. So your strength is going to be if you stretch yourself a little bit more, even if it's a baby step, guys, taking a step. Try it inch by inch by inch. It's still progress that's being made, okay? Now, I'm going to clarify with the tarot what it means in terms of stretch and see what wants to come out for us. There is some clarity. Stretch and you get a little bit more information. You stretch, you get a little bit more information as to what you need to do next. Do you ever notice that? It continues to happen that way. But this is clarity. This is a success, okay? So this has to do, maybe it has to do with an air sign. It could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or you're taking on this energy. But this is saying in this situation, if it's with a person of that sort, an air sign, or you might be taking this on. But that's what seems to come through. And it's going to be a success when you stretch, okay? This is saying is that to have a different perspective, this is about, being introspective, kind of going within a little bit and kind of stepping through that. And in the past, maybe you had to truly walk away from something that wasn't working for you, that you knew it was in your best interest to step away because you got the clarity that you need, and then you had to gain a different perspective and go within and then move forward, right? And that could be the stretch that we're talking about. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that wants to come through in terms of your strength is walking away. It actually was a blessing. Gosh, guys, I gotta tell you, if you took that on, you made that decision, for some of you, it really was a blessing. Okay, it was a blessing. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card on this because I want to see what wants to come out real quick here. Yeah, adjustments were going to be required. So your strength is going to be a blessing, but you're going to have to make some changes, right? It's a change, right? And nothing stays the same. It just transforms on a consistent basis every day, right? So this is saying, yeah, well, change is normal. So I know adjustments are going to be made. So I'm just going to keep stretching myself and keep moving forward. That's what the cards are asking you to do. What's in your near future? Let's see what that is for you, okay? We'll get to the other person probably at near the end. I just want to get, because for some reason this is more about you, okay? So this is about getting perspective. Yeah. See, we talked about that, kind of gaining perspective when we saw the fragments of the woman with that eye in her hand. And she was kind of going like this. So what this is saying is that you're in the near future, you're getting more perspective of the situation, okay? And how you fit into this relationship, or how you fit into this world in terms of this situation, okay? I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards. I want to see. This is your near future, okay? Perspective is what you got. This is about balancing yourself. Maybe you have to balance yourself, between two things, work and life. Your thoughts, and subconscious. Maybe you're kind of trying to gain your perspective, which helps you gain your balance back. The pentacles are about earth signs, so you could be dealing with an earth sign, or it's you just kind of taking on the energy of balancing something, right? Yeah. Well, guess what I get when I clarify, that? I get temperance, right? Emotional balance, right? Physical balance, emotional balance is what I'm happening. So I really feel that kind of the physical plane and the emotional plane, right? Balancing both. So very interesting. So in the near future, it is all about getting perspective, getting your balance back to get your groove on, okay? And what wants to come through? Have faith in your dreams. Don't give up, Cancer. So this is saying, have faith in your dreams on what it is that you want. Keep concentrating on that and keep that vision alive, okay? Let that continue to grow, okay? That's what this is talking about, all right? So let's move into how to move forward. How you will move forward. What does that look like? How to move forward. Getting rid of the repetition. Wow. Okay. So interesting. This is about stopping that cycle that had been going. And this is about getting rid of that in your mind, right? I almost feel that there's something that is subconsciously in the mind that keeps repeating itself through every moon phase, right? And so it's your opportunity now to discover that. And it's about being intuitive, because there's a little wolf that's running by here, and they're very instinctive and very intuitive, right? And so this is about using your senses, and you're realizing that. Yeah. And it's almost as if it's like getting out of your mind, because there's a whole nother world below the neck, okay? And that is, just in terms of your emotions. I talk about dropping into your heart a little bit more and expressing. So that could be, I don't know, Cancer, you're an expressionist anyway. So, for some of you, or quite a few of you, but I really feel that, it's like something, because you see at the top hand corner that is really kind of left you, oh my gosh, and it's in some anguish. I'm going to pull a moon card on this one. Let's just pull a moon card since it's about the moon, all right? Some sort of repetition that keeps happening in the unconscious for you. This might be the time to eradicate that. So what do we have here? Wow. Time to take action. Guys, wow. Adjustments required, stepping out of your comfort zone, and really moving forward. Confidence is key to your success. Anything else wants to come through here? Is it time to take action, guys? Conclusions are within reach. So whatever that has been hidden is going to make itself known. This is gorgeous, Cancer. This is gorgeous. So that's what this is talking about. So it's going to make itself known, but what you need, how to move forward is to rid of that repetition that keeps playing and playing in your mind. Eradicate that. It wants you to know and have the faith that that not only is it time to take action, but when you take action, that that conclusions are within reach for you. Okay, so if it's a situation and a conclusion to come together, in terms of agreement, unity, whatever, that could be it, or a conclusion to that of which has been bothering you in the past. So, or bothering you up to this point. What you don't know is this. What is that? What is that? Moderation. Move forward in moderation, especially as it pertains to love. You've got a couple hummingbirds there, and you always see them in pairs. I always see them more than one, which is so gorgeous, and it's beautiful. And they are messengers of love. And it's just saying moderation in love. So if you're taking steps forward in love, this is saying have moderation in that process, okay? And take it slow, all right? That's what it wants to remind you of. Anything else that wants to come through here? Yeah. What you need to know is that you want to put a strategy in place, okay? There is a strategy is going to be very, very key to move forward, okay? Very, very key. What are your hopes and fears? What is that? Your hopes and fears? What is that? Time. Okay. So your hope is that it probably happens soon, but this is saying also it's in divine timing is very, very key. It's in divine timing. Just what you wanted to hear, right? But it's true because when we're co-creating with the universe, there's a lot of stuff that you may not even be aware of that needs to be put into place, and the universe is busy putting that into place. And this is saying is to really focus on your current situation at hand, and because whatever situation you need time to heal. There's a little baby down here, right? And I always feel it's in the unconscious that something needs some time to clear out. And I do believe that you've recognized something in this relationship or some sort of repetitive thought that's self-limiting to you in some way. You know that you can see the light from this. You know that you can move forward, and it takes this alchemy. It takes transforming that energy into something else, or even, eradicating that energy and using your light to overcome that of which, is no longer perhaps serving you, but maybe served you as a child. And this could be a belief system of some sort that you've outgrown for some of you, and you're really ready to look at it and to truly transform it. You see someone standing up there saying yes, it's like transforming this into the light, right? Rather than keeping it hidden in the unconscious. Just, that's what it is. It could be childhood kind of trauma of some sort, which can all be like abandonment and things like that. So again, beyond the read, to check that out. But I'm going to move into your outcome. Here's your outcome, guys. Here's your outcome. All right, what is it? Brilliance. Ooh, beautiful. Use your brilliance, okay? So I think you're going to have a lot of ideas. They're just going to be flushing through you. It's just kind of like a download. You're going to have a lot of ideas come through to you. And this is saying to use your brilliance in this relationship or in this situation. And that could be your creative brilliance too, okay? So I do want you to know that. It could be that as well. But that's exactly what I see here. I'm going to clarify that, what wants to come through. Use your brilliance in the process, right? So your commitment is being tested in this relationship, in this situation. So if you're looking to get rid of that belief and it keeps popping up, is your commitment to overcome this is being tested at this time, okay? Especially since you recognize that you can see it kind of come up a little bit more and more. Yeah, that's exactly what I see. Anything else that can help you here? Wow, a new start is coming in this relationship or in this situation. Just letting you know, guys, a new start is coming. I'm going to clarify this with the tarot so it wants to come out. A new beginning. Yeah, yeah. It's coming. It's here. Some of you might be there right now, okay, and some of you, might be have yet to kind of come there. But it's a fool's journey, and you have really focused on becoming your higher self. This is really kind of walking in your truth, moving forward in your truth, in love, in this situation, whatever that is. So that's what I see. Let's take a look at this other person real quick. If there's anything that wants to come out for them. God, they're in discernment. They're going through something and they're discerning what's going to be right for them and what they want to fill their life with. It's almost like the reorganization of some sort of values, guys. So it could be some sort of values in terms of their self-values, what they're really looking for. They're being very discernful at the decisions that they make in love, in work, in life overall. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing at this time. Anything else that wants to come out? Let's get some tarot on this. Yeah, they had an ending. So maybe you broke up, but they really feel there was some sort of ending in their life. If it's not that, they're going through a personal situation where they had an ending, a completion of something. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, note your comments below. But yeah, there is an ending. There was an ending, which I'm going to see. Yeah, and it had to do. Well, this could be you, Empress. Right, Empress. Or this could be this person is now taking on this energy of being like back from back into that and just carrying on the energy of nurturer, kind of that type of thing. And after some sort of ending, they're kind of maybe perhaps nurturing themselves, and just wanting this new beginning, new birth, right, carrying that Empress energy. Or this could be you that they're pertaining to, that there had been some sort of end. That's what I see here. What's gonna best help you in dealing with them? Let's see, anything else can help you best in dealing with them? Productivity. Just be really efficient in terms of your communications, and this is just saying don't put your energy into something that's not going to work, Cancer. That's what this is letting you know. So if you have an idea this relationship or situation may or may not work, and your gut feelings is about tapping in your intuition on that, put your energy where you feel it's going to be most productive for you. Okay, all right. And anything else, it wants you to meditate and contemplate. Okay, so just meditate and contemplate on what that looks like for you. Okay, and just move forward and show the real you to the world is what this wants to let you know. Really wants you, I think you've gone through also a change, but I think you're letting this other person or this other side know the real you. This is saying to let it all shine. Okay, stand in your own glimmer and glamour and move forward, and really really step into that true wholesome you, because that's just the most beautiful, unique thing that you could bring as a gift to this world. So Cancer, I hope that this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you in the second half of December. And until then, namaste.